Good day. Sorry, I'm just getting back at this moment. Okay, quick one. In this lesson, we'll take a look at bulge deformer, how we can transform our cylinder into something that is very nice, maybe something like a ceramics ware. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Okay, so throw a bulge to your cylinder. You can see that we have these double arrows across each other. So now you can see that we have the strength, we have the curvature, you can see this sharp edge here. So now you can decide, okay, you want to add a fillet to it. So maybe unlimited, and also we can actually control it with field here. So now if I throw a cylinder to my scene here, now you can see that we have this cylinder. So now to get rid of this grid, sometimes very confusing, so that is one usefulness though. So now what I'm going to do here is, on my cylinder here, I will come to, on my art I have 200 centimeter here, so I will come to my coordinate. I'll change the y-axis to 100. So now you can see that our bulge does not fit this cylinder. So now in order to make this thing to fit this cylinder, I will make it a child of the cylinder here. I can see that we have that. So now I want to fit to parent. Now you can see that we have that. So I'll come to my display here, turn on my Goran shader line, then come to my filter, then I want to get rid of the plane. Now you can see that we have this here. So if I make this thing editable by pressing C on my keyboard, now you can see that I have that. So I want to get rid of the cap at the top. Just come to your selection mode, press UL, which is a loop selection, then just click the top, then delete. So now if I go back to my bulge, now you can see that we have that. We have a very nice rounding here. So now on my cylinder here, I can decide, okay, I want to add an insert, which is this, or press I on your keyboard, or if you are in earlier version, I just extrude. So just do this, then do the same thing, then do this also. So I'm just going to do, I'll press UL on my keyboard, U. Now you can see if I press U, you can see all the shortcuts. If you want to master it, you can master it. So I'm already used to it. So just UL your keyboard, just click, then come to your live selection here. I can just move this one down. Oops. Now you can see as I'm moving my axis, now you can see that this thing is moving, but it's not moving our polygon here. Now because our enable axis, our axis is turned on, so I'll just drag this one back again. I can see, right? I can come to my edge, press UL, you can just click, come to your live selection, you can just take this one in a bit. I can see that we have that, very nice. And so now if I press KL or right click on my keyboard, on my mouse button, then just come to loop cut here, just add a loop cuts. So if I add a subdivision to this, let's see what we have. I can see that we have some more like a ceramics ware, right? So I can decide to add a loop cut here. So now you can see that we have very nice rounding, right? So now if I come to my bulge, see all this thing, I can decide, okay, I want to animate this thing. Maybe let's get it somewhere to 0, right? So on my, if I come to frame 5, add a key, maybe on let's say frame 15, I increase it, let's say 150. I can see that. Boom, I click. Let's say on frame 25, I added let's say 120, maybe frame 35, maybe let's say 90. Then add a key, let's say around frame 45. You can say, okay, oh, I want to add since we have 90, let's come to 60. If I come to frame 55, I can decide to add maybe let's say minus 90. Boom. 65 minus 60. Boom. The key. 75 minus 30. Maybe around 85. You can just add 0. So all these things you can actually tweak it. So that is Bulge Deformer for you. So now I can just decide to just to take this thing further. Let's say for instance now I want to add a thickness to this. Now to add a thickness, I want to add a generator. On my cloth surface here, click, just make this one a child of the cloth surface. I can see that we have these weird lines. So the reason is because by default cloth surface has a subdivision, so I'll just get rid of this. So now my thickness here, I can set to add a 3. My thickness, I can see that we have that, right? So now on my cylinder, I can hide this one. I'll come to my so on my cylinder here, I can actually add a loop cut. Press KL on your keyboard, then add a loop cut. So if I just click, I can see that we actually have that, right? So now if I throw this one into if I throw the cloth surface, now you can see that we have this thickness, right? I can even decide, okay, I want to make this small, so I will try another subdivision. Now you can see that we have that. If I add my ground shading line, now you can see that we have this ceramic sphere, right? So I can decide, okay, I want to move this bulge deformer. You can actually animate it depending on what you are actually looking for, right? So maybe this is where I want this thing to be, right? And also I can decide, okay, I want to add another deformer here, which is taper. Now by the name taper, to tape the top of your objects. So now I can see the way the wireframe is actually moving, right? So I can just throw this one to the down part of the bulge. So I just fit to parents. Now you can see that. So if I now you can see, right? So I can just move this taper. I can move it up a bit. So then I can I can decide. Then I can add a curvature to it. Can you see that? So you can just tweak. You can tweak. So let me just move this one down. Now you can see. So we have these very nice, what should you call them, ceramic sphere, right? So you can just name it maybe maybe a bottle or anything here. You can just name it. Enter. Now you can see. So now I can decide. One thing I just do is you can duplicate. When duplicate, just Alt G on your keyboard, or right click, then Alt G as Alt G to group your object. So I can just say, okay, this one can be my backup. Excuse me, can be my backup. So what I'm just going to do here is, now I will just click on then connect object and delete. Now you can see I have this very high resolution image, right? So I can just hide some of the modifier. Just hold Control on your keyboard and click, then hide all this one. Just hide all this one. Okay, so now you can see, very nice, right? So I can decide, okay, if I want to take this thing further, let's say I want to just do, maybe for instance, I want to, just render, right? I have 200 here. It's 200. So minus 200. Sorry, minus 100. So now this thing to sit down right there. Right. So then I can just create a plane. On my plane here, I want to change the orientation. So I'll just rotate. I can just scale. As you scale, now you can see. So I just want to do very nice lighting here. Don't worry, the animation we did, you can take it further on your own. It's just a quick tutorial. So I can just create under anode surface, standard surface. So I can just throw a material here. I can just duplicate, just change the color. And just use custom, maybe this color. Just add it here. This one too. Just see standard noise, C4D noise. Boom. So I can just decide to create some very nice color here. So what I'm just going to do here is on my noise here, I can decide to increase the global scale. Let's say we have 100, or maybe we want to make it tiny, let's say 20. Now you can see that we are not seeing our material here. I can just pipe in this one into my viewport. The same thing applies to the rest. The same thing here also. So now you see that if I just throw another light, just want to skydrome light. Now you see that. So on my color here, I just want to change it to texture. So I want to use an HDRI to slide this in. Let me just use this one. So you can just save your work. Bulge. And deeper. Then save it. So if I just come to my anode here, just pipe in my IPR. Now you can see that we have these we have these very nice I'm just going to do here is control V, just change the the layout, maybe around 2020. Let's just change it 1080 by 1080. Tap 1080 by 1080. I can see this is not the camera angle is not right. So what I'm just going to do here is I will undo, delete this camera. On this camera here, I'm just going to do here is I want to, on the coordinates, I want to zero everything out. I can see. So I'm just say Alt G, Alt G, Alt G. So now I want to change this on this object. I want to change it to to telephoto. So my coordinate here, I'll go to all my views by pressing F5 on your keyboard. So let's just you can see that you can move it up and down. So I want to move this one so that we can see what we are doing here. Then I will rotate. So I don't want to rotate from there. Let me rotate it from this other side. Just 90 degree. So just jumping right to my, so on this option here, just move it backward. Now you see that. So here so this is what I want to do. Now you see that. So let me on this noise back again. Just press Ctrl S. Open your IPR on this C4D noise. Just change it to something like this, which I'll grind. So have a beat, You can see I only have sky dome light. That's what we're just using to to light our scene here. And look at the power of bulge and taper deformer. They are more powerful. You can use it to do a lot of things in the scene. Understand? So, and that is that for this short tutorial. If you find this helpful, kindly hit like, subscribe button, and if you want more of this content, kindly let me know in the comment section. Thank you.